Yeah, once again, all by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself. But salute to everybody that's rocking with me on Birds of Broad Street. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But welcome to Broad Street. Welcome to episode 198. Welcome to Combine News and Updates of B.O.B.S. with Simone Staley, One Trick or Trey Rock, Smitty Eagle, and your host of the most entertaining Eagles content creator in the game, your boy, Ms. Cool Kakani, YouTube representing the Birds. And we got my guy Smitty in the building. What up, Smitty? There he is. The same idea, too. Put on your Super Bowl championship hat. Smitty, you good? Because I can see you, but I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. There you go. Thought I didn't. But yeah.
I was trying to get my light set up, man. Get my light right.
Yeah, my bad. My bad. There you look good. I like that light. There you go. It shows more of that Super Bowl championship hat. You good, Smitty? You good, Smitty? Yeah.
Oh, I want to make sure the lighting was good.
Yeah, the light's good. It's like you want to make sure that the light is good, man. I mean, look at that hat. Hold on, let me get you. I gotta get somebody a solo cam for this. Look at that hat. Look at that hat. Look at that hat.
Oh, y'all didn't. Oh man, my bad.
Yeah, no, you good, Smitty. Hold on, let me show mine. Let me show mine. Bam. Official trophy hat. Official trophy hat. Philly said volume's kind of low, Smitty, but I can hear him. Right.
Oh, I know why the volume low.
Yeah. But you're good. I can still hear you, though.
What about now? Better?
There you go. Yep. So they can hear you loud and clear that we the Super Bowl champs. Let them hear you.
Yeah, man. What's good with y'all, man? How y'all doing, man?
Yeah, salute to everybody, man. Miami Vice vibes. Yeah. I'm wearing my Super Bowl champ hat too. Job's not finished. Yeah, we're going to talk about a lot of things, man. Yeah, Super Bowl champs. Hey, just because we're in the off season don't mean we ain't done celebrating. Like, the celebration continues. I gave y'all a deadline. I said September 6th, the day after Simone's birthday. I gave y'all a deadline. So enjoy while y'all can. That parade was epic. Yes, it was. What up, Smitty? Salute to everybody, man. Big Sag says facts. Word Day Combine. We about to get.
Hey, the next show y'all see me on, it's gonna be real clear. I got that 4K coming in the mail.
There you go.
Camera. Ooh, that thing gonna be crispy.
When's it coming?
Tomorrow.
There you go. Yeah, you guys should be able to see it on Inside the Nest with King TV and my guy Smitty right here. So make sure y'all tap in for that. Also, the check down too. So both shows with Smitty and the crew. Make sure y'all tap in to see that.
Look,
okay.
Look. You see how the lighting is now? Look, I got some.
Yep.
You see how bright it is now? Look.
Oh man, you shine bright like a diamond. Shining bright like a diamond. And speaking of shine bright, Trigger, what up, Coach?
Yeah, y'all can hear me?
Ladies, your man in the building. Your man in the building. How you doing, Coach?
What's good? I'm chilling, man. How y'all?
Doing good, man. Good. Salute to everybody rocking with the three of us, man. Salute to Mom. Busy as it is. So let's get down to it, man. But before we do, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, and comment. Birds of Broad Street, me, Simone, One Trey Rock, and Smitty. Man, we got a lot to talk about, man. So let's get down to the word of the day. The word of the day is combine. Lots of things get done at the NFL combine that some of y'all don't know about, man. Everything from trades to draft picks to a lot of things happen on the combine. So let's start with the coach himself. What's your thoughts on the combine coming up, Trey?
The combine to me is more of it's kind of hard to judge because it's no equipment. I mean, dudes just running around. You're gonna see a lot of fast dudes, a lot of quick dudes. I mean, but it don't always equate to like contact football. So, I mean, the combine is more just for owners, just to see intangibles and stuff like that. And it's just fun to watch. It's fun to watch these dudes get out there and run around, throw the football around. But
This
we didn't
this
see
gonna
a
be a
million.
tampering period.
Yeah, we didn't see a million dudes kill the combine and don't do nothing in the NFL. So I mean, like that's more of a coach scouting. I mean, type thing, and I mean, it is what it is.
Right. So if you're a coach, right, out of all the positions, and trust me, we'll talk about the draft later on down the road. But which position are you will be watching if you is watching? Which position you going to be watching in this combine that revolves around the Eagles? If it's up to you.
I'm it's got to be D lineman, defensive tackle, defensive end. Um, the more we keep rolling these dudes in, young talents, fresh bodies. I mean, the better our defense is going to be, the better our football team will be. So yeah, I'm definitely looking for the trenches, the defensive line.
Yep. What about you, Smitty? I know you say you might watch it, you might not, but what about you?
No, I said I'm gonna watch it. I ain't got no
Yeah.
choice. I mean, I like seeing the young guys get the opportunity. I mean, you really can't tell a lot from the combine. Let's be honest. You have dudes that's gonna go up and down the list because they came out and ran a 4.3. Let's be real. But listen, it's an opportunity for you to I think it's an opportunity to tamper without tampering. You know what I mean? It's gonna be agents out there. It's gonna be all types of things, GMs, everybody out there. You get an opportunity to talk to these guys and feel the groundwork. This is where free agency really starts at. This is really where it starts. If you notice, a lot of the guys, you know what I mean, they be one on. If you notice, the GMs usually one on one with the agents. They out there talking. You know what? They ain't talking about those young guys coming in either. They talking about people they represent. Hey man, what you think it's gonna take to get such and such over here? What you think it's gonna take to get such and such over here? It's all a game of numbers at this point. You know what I mean? And the first one that can get the right number wins. You know what I mean? So I'm just looking at it from a perspective. It's gonna be a fun time. We gonna see but you know, it's a deep draft too. So it's gonna be some interesting draft picks out there. You gonna have some guys do some things you probably haven't seen them do. So we gonna get to it though.
Yep. For me, it all starts at the combine. That's why it's the word of the day. Because as much I will be watching a lot of positions, like y'all, especially on the trenches. But a lot of things get done in the combine, like trades, free agencies, draft. A lot of stuff gets done at the combine that nobody knows about. So I mean, who knows? Maybe the Eagles might be talking to the Cleveland Browns, or when Miles Garrett's free agent, like, or maybe they'll be talking to Zach Bond's agent. Like a lot of things
I
get
think
done in
that
the combine
I
that
hope
we
that
don't.
I hope that deal drop this week, man. That should be over.
I hope that gets done too,
How we
man.
gotta how we gotta go ahead and handle that business, man.
Yeah. So speaking of which, Trey, like, what's your thoughts on the? We got multiple free agents. We still haven't gotten them done yet. What you think Howie Roseman first move should be?
Our first move should be signing Zach Bond, definitely.
Mhm.
I think he number one on the priority list. He deserved. He earned a contract. Another contract. He deserved to get paid. I mean, I don't know how handsomely, but he deserved to get paid though. The dude definitely balled out this year. He was one of the main contributors in this Super Bowl run. So Howie definitely got to put them numbers on, buddy. And then I'm going with Kyle Becton. I would love to have dude back. He really was a force in the trenches for us, especially in the run game. Kind of struggled in pass game a little bit, but I mean he got better as the season went on. Um, and then I'm even going Milton or Sweat. So man, we gonna keep one of them. I'd rather keep Milton Williams and let Sweat go ahead and get his bag because he's kind of demanding a little bit more. But other than that, them the top three free agents that I feel like we should
Who
resign.
demanded
Honestly,
who demanded more, Trey?
I think Milton is demanding more, but I think Sweat. Man, we what we did with Sweat, we gave him a
He
last
clears
year
up. We gave him a restructure. He clears up. We clears up
restructure.
like
Yeah.
if you resign Sweat, we clear like 16 and some change of cap space. I
Okay.
mean, at, to me, honestly, like they might be two casualties because I've talked to some people that I deal with, and they say it looked like Isaiah Rodgers might be third on that list.
Okay. I
Mm.
mean, I can see it because Slay might be gone next year. So yeah, I can see Isaiah Rodgers being higher up on that list.
Yeah, they're saying it's Bond, Becton, Rodgers.
Ooh.
I can
Mm.
see that.
I
I
can
can
see
see that.
that. I can see
I mean,
that.
because you gonna need that backup. You gonna need that corner on the other side of Queen. Honestly, Coop not going out there. He gonna stay in that nickel dime safety slash role. And Isaiah Rodgers played well when Slade went out. So yeah, I wouldn't mind re-signing him either.
Yeah. Um, I'm with bro on the first two though. You know what I mean? I obviously agree that Bond and Becton got to be the first two off the board, man. We
Netflix.
lock them up because I really think they bring a big part of this offense and defense. Like what Becton does in the run game. I know people say Tyler Steen can come in. I don't think he's moving people like Tyler. I don't think nobody's moving people like Becton. He's creating driveways, not just running lanes, driveways, Mack truck lanes. This I've seen him displace people, multiple people in the hole, and both of them end up somewhere way over there. And I'm like, do you bring in a guy that I mean, smaller guy, obviously gonna be a smaller guy, a little bit more susceptible to the bigger guys. And I think, man, to me, back then down the stretch, he got his passing game together. I want to keep Becton. I want to keep Bond. I think that's me personally. That's where I want to be at. I think those two guys should be first on the list of
Mm-hmm.
guys signed. And then yeah, I agree with the guy I talked to. I think Isaiah Rodgers got to be next on that list, man, because we don't know the future of our cornerback right now. We don't know if he's gonna step away from the game or if he's gonna keep going. So I would prefer to have somebody in the seat that understands the defense, that is gonna have the trust of Vic Fangio. So yeah, give me him back and let's roll. Man. I think that's how you gotta do it.
Yeah. Before I give my answer, what's your thoughts on Josh Sweat? Smitty, you think he should stay? You think he should go? What's your thoughts on Sweaty?
I don't really know, man. Like at this point, like it depends on what he's asking price wise. You're not gonna break yourself to keep him here because you got you got younger guys on the roster that's eventually gonna come up for contract, right? You want to be able to pay them and not be in a bond. Um, Milton, obviously, the mark. See, the difference between Milton and Sweat is like Milton's market demands what he's gonna get. To me, Sweat is demanding what he wants. Like it's a difference. Like Milton's market is just it's outrageous for D tackles right now. You getting paid as a D tackle to come in and play majority of them snaps. They paying you at top dollar, and it's kind of funny to me, right? Because when I before, like you never heard Sweat or Milton Williams' name on the market. You never heard nobody talking about them. You never really heard them being a desired player. And then sitting back this year and hearing people be like, "Yeah, man, I think Sweat is our first priority. I think Milton Williams is first priority." Like when I hear that, and then I'm reading like into other teams and I'm looking at their reporters and their content creators, and they're saying like they believe their team is gonna give this player that player max money. In my eyes, I'm like, is how we gonna compete with Sweat getting a max contract at 20+ million or Milton getting a 22, 23 million. Like so to me, I think they could both end up being odd man out. At first I thought we were gonna lose both, but then I'm like, how we could possibly go out here and flip around and figure out a way to get one of these premier guys, or you could bring in a Khalil Mack on a year deal. What and draft a guy. Now you got Khalil in. with experience, and then you got a young guy who's building, which what we like to do anyways. At the 32nd pick, you might find a jewel, Nick Scorton. I got names. I ain't gonna do all that, but like DNs that can come in and play that role that you want them to play until you can play the Nolan Smith role of 2023 until you get him into the role of Nolan Smith this year. So you bring in a Khalil Mack for a year. There's gonna be some names out there that you can bring in that to me it's gonna be a Vic Fangio pick. Who does Vic Fangio look at on tape and say, hey, you come to this team and offer something? It could be Myles Garrett. I do believe we have a big opportunity to get Myles. I do think um, Howie Roseman is going to do some due diligence to see what it's going to take to get him. I think if the price tag for the trade compensation isn't ridiculous, he will do it. But if you're talking about like two first and some things like that, I think Howie will back out. But I think you got an opportunity here, man, to build on the young roster. So if Josh Sweat and Milton is out, I mean, I got faith in Moro Jomo and Jalen Hunt to come in and do some work. And you bring in a guy on a 1 year, 2 year deal, short term, while you draft a guy and build what he got going on. We have the coaching staff, we have the position coaches to come in, really mold a guy. You see what Jalen Hunt turned in from week 1. Well, his first snap was actually um, week 4. So from week 4 to week 18, week 20, when you're in the Super Bowl, you see the development. So I'm not worried about bringing in a young guy. I think bringing in some veteranship in that locker room could always work. So that's kind of what I'm at. Joshua and Milton Williams, it's 50-50 on both of them. If they both leave, I'm not gonna shed a tear, to be honest.
Right. Trey, what's your thoughts on Josh Sweat and Milton Williams? What's your thoughts on what Smith had to say?
I kind of agree. I feel like Joshua and Milton Williams were great role players this year, but none of them was like the focal point of our defensive line. So I mean, it really wouldn't. I ain't gonna say it wouldn't hurt because they was good in the rotation, but I feel like we could find dudes that can replace them. Honestly, especially Milton. Milton, I think he didn't take as many snaps as Sweat did, but I mean, look, we got dudes like a Jomo Hunt, like he said, Jalen Hunt, dudes like that. And there's gonna be free agents out there. You got draft picks. I mean, you can send dudes in here and they're fitting seamlessly just because of how the locker room is. So yeah, I don't feel like it'd be that big of a loss if we lose those two.
Yeah, I agree too. Let's see this one. I'm concerned about Slay or his replacement.
I think Isaiah Rodgers do fine at the cornerback 2 spot, man. I don't think it's gonna be much of a fall off. Listen, I I I honestly understand why we would move off of him. The money is just not worth it at this moment. His age, the money. Final season. Yeah, we would like to see you go out on top here. I would prefer you just to retire, man. You're going out with a chip. Like if you're gonna play for one more season because you love the game, I understand, but um, I don't think Slay gonna be on the team next year. Obviously, unless he's willing to take a major pay cut. Um, And honestly, we've seen a little bit of the downfall this year, a little bit. He had some up and down games, and then he was in and out of the lineup so much. He was dealing with so much injury this year. It's almost uncharacteristic of Slay because I've never really seen him get hurt before this year. Um, but I think it's I think Isaiah Rodgers seamlessly comes in and sits in that cornerback too. I think Quinn Young gonna switch sides maybe. I don't know how you gonna do that. I don't know if Fandy gonna switch sides or put Isaiah on the other side. But I do think, he gonna bring in the guy that works. Fangio and Christian are gonna find a guy that fits that role. I'm not worried about them finding somebody that buys into the systems and fits the role. Even if they gotta go out and draft a guy, pick a guy up out of free agency, trade for a guy. If you don't trust who you got in the building, but I'm sure Fangio, Christian, Howie Roseman, they're gonna bring somebody in that fits the system and has the wherewithal to be a cornerback too on a contending team.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on Slay, Trey? Let's hear from the coach.
Um, I feel like he played well when he was in there, but he kind of he didn't have like no major injuries, but he damn near left every game this year. How Isaiah Rodgers had to step in for him. So
Hmm.
I'm comfortable with him bringing Isaiah Rodgers back. And even if Slay don't want to bring his price down, he want to go elsewhere. He put in a lot of work for us, man. So I appreciate everything he did for us. But I mean, age catch up to everybody, and I mean the money not really matching the age right now. So I mean, if they do decide to make that decision, I'm glad that we got Howie Roseman and Vic Fangio in there helping each other out because he know who he wants to fit his defense. He know what kind of corners he like to fit his defense, and Howie Roseman been hitting on the money with the draft recently. So I trust those two dudes, man.
Hey, the NFL is only expected to invite 8 to 10 prospects to the draft this
Really?
year. Yeah, Jordan Schultz just reported it.
Like 8 to 10 people?
Yeah,
Huh. That's getting smaller.
they
and small.
they trying to cut out. They trying to cut out the you didn't get drafted first round because we invited you, and now you sitting there and all ESPN want to keep doing is pan till you pan. You know how bad like Will Levis looked a year, 2, 3 years ago when he was sitting there. He was just like, damn. They invited me and I didn't make it in the first round, and they showed that man like 70 times, bro. They trying to cut that out. They trying to get that out because ESPN living off that, man. ESPN is thriving off of that.
That's man. Exactly. Hold on. Let me. Ray J. Harvey should get a long, hard look from Howie.
Still got Lewis.
Yeah, where he projected us? R.J. Harvey. That's
Mm,
he's second round pick or he's first.
I think he gotta be second.
he got to be a second round.
Yeah, because we picking at 32, we'd likely picking a second round talent, honestly. So, I
Yeah.
mean,
R-
mm,
RJ Harvey is out of UCF, right?
I've
Uh,
seen him. I think I've seen him at the Senior Bowl, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. But um, I like what he put on tape. Um,
And
picking
he
him that
definitely
high.
RJ Harvey coming out of what's it called, right?
hmm.
UCF. Think so.
Yeah. Hold on. Isaiah
I would
did good.
I would take RJ Harvey like third, fourth round though. Running back, I don't really know. I'll take the running back
Right.
early.
Right. And this one said we still got Lewis uh, as
Oh yeah, we
well.
do still
Yeah,
got Lewis Sing. That's his safety, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let's see. We got
big
Isaiah
safety
did.
too. Ain't he like 6'3", something like that. 6'2",
Uh,
6'3".
I think so.
I don't think Vic got trusted Sidney Brown and the other dude, honestly. So we might be
Well,
in the market for another safety.
Sydney was coming off that injury though.
Yeah, but
Kind
his
of messed
confidence didn't
him
grow
up.
like the whole season though.
Yeah, it was hard. I mean, where were you gonna put him at?
I mean, the third safety at least. They
I
was had
mean,
the boy McCullum coming in before him.
if you think about it, when McCullum got his only start, I think what's it called was what 6 weeks in. You know how Fangio is. I think he'll be third rotation this year coming. He'll
You
get
think Sidney will be
OTAs.
third?
Yeah.
All right,
Lewis,
I'll take that.
if you heard what Fangio said, Tristan was there through OTAs and all that. He was left for every practice. You know what I mean?
Right.
He more got to start out of respect than out of being the better safety.
All right. All right. But they had Sidney playing special teams all year, so he wasn't that injured when once he came back.
But it ain't about like how you explain it. Like the ability for me to put you in being
Just like the trust factor, basically.
Yeah, like Fangio, like, hey, look, I don't trust you to be on the field. I just heard Jalen Tuck say it, like, basically, he told all the rookies, like, look, if I don't trust you to be on the field, I'm not gonna put you out there in front of everybody. I like Buckingham. He ain't bad. He ain't bad. I like him. He all right. He a decent linebacker. I'm scared of Cal linebackers. I'm scared of Cal
Yeah,
linebackers.
yeah. Kyle linebackers be trash.
They don't be
Remember,
physical enough, man. They be pity pat.
yeah, they playing that spread type defense, so they really just covering space and all that. They ain't coming up just rocking people. I kind of hope Kobe Dean could get back early next season, so we don't really have that many questions at linebacker. Cause
I think he will.
Trotter, I'm cool
He
with
got
I'm
he got
I'm
the
cool with
dog.
trying Trotter, but I don't really want him to start this season though. I want him to work his way in, honestly. If we could
He got
sign
that
Ball back
dog.
and Dean come back, we have our two starting linebackers, we'd be straight. We won't have that many questions.
Well, you see what
But
Dean said he wanted them to go ahead and sign. So he expecting to be back next season. He said sign Bond so he can have his tag team partner back next year.
bro, they played great together this year. That was crazy. Like they really was like in sync with each other. That's like they built a lot of chemistry up. So yeah, I rather have them two back starting the season off, man. We don't got that many questions at linebacker. But if Dean can make it back, I wouldn't be mad if we sign on Burks back either. I mean, to like a 1 year deal or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because he stepped in, he played well.
Yeah. Twiz Digger said, Smitty, what do you think of Teddy?
We just
Uh,
talk about him. We just talk about him.
oh,
Cal
okay.
linebackers, they ain't physical, man.
Yep. And he also said, Ben, most talented linebacker we have out fives. Hmm.
Athleticism, I guess. I guess you can say
Yeah.
that.
Yep. So let's go ahead and let's get to some news of the day that we got here from the Philadelphia Eagles. Man, when I saw this all day, it was an anonymous team, and I'll tell you who the team. We all know who it was, but I'll tell you who it was. The anonymous team put a thing for the NFL community thing about once again banning the brotherly shove. And guess who it was? It wasn't the Cowboys. It wasn't the Giants or the Commanders. It
It was the
wasn't the
shitty
Chiefs.
Packers, the spoiled cheese,
Yep,
spoiled
Smitty
cheese.
said it. It was the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers are the team that submitted a proposal to the NFL's compensation committee to ban the tush push per source. Smitty, go ahead. Let's start with you, and then we'll get to Trey, and then we'll get to me.
Just soft. I mean, what else can I say? They're just soft. They pity pat. I mean, they ran it against us, but now they want to ban it. It just don't make sense. They ran it against us twice too, and that twice. I mean, listen. I mean, if they want to ban it, I mean, cool, whatever. Um, it's kind of a sucker move, man. It's kind of soft. Like y'all got all this outrage about a 1 yard play. It ain't like it's like 40 yard, 50 yard ball. It ain't like it's a guaranteed like 100 yard touchdown every time you run it. It's not unfair to the game. It's a 1 yard play, half a yard play. Like it don't make sense. But every time a team feels some type of way because they lost, they want to go out and ban the tush push because you lost in the playoffs because you got your head beat in. You didn't get your head beat in by the tush push, dude. Just stop being salty. And when they don't ban it, then you just have to stop it because guess what? We play you this year. So our team gonna remember that you voted on this. We play you this year. You on the schedule, good brother. You on the schedule. We gonna tush push you right in your face. It'd be weird, man. Weird activities, man. I want to ban a play for no reason.
Exactly. Let's hear from Trey. Go ahead, Trey.
The thing that be like tripping me up is everybody can attempt to run the tush push. Like it ain't like oh, there's only a play that's specifically in the Eagles playbook, and we the only ones that can do it. Y'all can use it to your advantage. Y'all just really can't because y'all can't run it as effective as us, and that's why y'all mad. Y'all mad because y'all can't run it as effective as us. And like, I mean, don't a lot of people have a quarterback that's squatting 550, 600 pounds. Your running back squatting like 600 pounds. Like AJ Brown squatting where he squat. Your center and all them firing off all in sync. Like everybody don't have that chemistry with that play like we got it. But y'all allowed to run it. It ain't like we the only team that can run it. It is like I don't know, understand. If y'all can't stop it, that's fine. It's like that's just like trying to stop Tom Brady on a 2 minute drive at the end of the game. Like, bro, it's like y'all gonna ban that too? Oh, Tom Brady couldn't get no 2 minute drives. Like I, Calvin Johnson going down the field with a 5'11" corner on him. Y'all gonna ban that? Like what the hell? Like I don't understand. It's a football play. It's a football play. And like we just doing anything. It's a football play and it's effective and we run it effectively. So I don't understand what all the crying is about. They keep saying, "Oh, this person gonna get in." Nobody. I never seen a person get injured on the tush push on any side of the team, defense or offense. They
The
might get
one dude got hurt.
all right. One dude out of 15
Mr.
million plays.
Mr. I want to turn sideways.
One dude out of 15 million plays. One dude got injured. Wow, that's football.
Why did he turn sideways anyway?
He ain't want no smoke on that play. He shouldn't have been in there. That's his defense fault. Like
I was looking like, why did you turn?
so y'all want to ban it. Y'all want to ban it because y'all can't run it as effectively as us. That don't even make no sense, bro. Anybody can run the tush push, honestly. Y'all can line up in the same formation and attempt to run it. I don't know how successful y'all gonna be, but y'all can attempt to run it. So yeah, I don't get it, bro. It just be too much crying going on now in the NFL. It's so soft. The players soft, the owners soft. Like, bro, it's just like it's just starting to get too watered down, and it's annoying. Like it's annoying as hell.
Exactly. And it's
Yeah,
like
Jay, that's what I'm
because
talking about. Chris Jones, he turned sideways and got his neck hurt because he wanted to be a goofy. Why would you turn sideways? Why did you turn sideways, good brother? You got hit right in your face. What else they were supposed to hit?
exactly all because it ain't great for television. It's not appealing for television. In the words of Nick Sirianni, if everyone could do it, everyone could do it. I mean, don't blame us that we got the best offensive line in the game or my quarterback squats 600 pounds. Like, y'all mad that Josh Allen did it multiple times. I didn't hear nothing about
Oh
that.
yeah, Mark Andrews did it
Even the same Packers did it. The same Packers that complaining, they did it.
twice.
Against
He did it
us!
again.
Twice! Like I don't get it. I get it because you don't have this big old offensive line and your quarterback don't squat for 600 pounds. And it's not great for television and it's gonna get people. One person got hurt. One. Just one. And why? All because the commander player was jumping like 2 to 3 times in this championship game. That's why y'all wanted out. Like, like y'all been wanting it out ever since it started. And y'all gotta remember this: it didn't really started with Jalen. It started with Carson Wentz in 2020. No one wanted to talk about that though. Trey is my witness. No one didn't want to talk about that though. But because Jalen's doing it and it's effective and it's not good for television, let's just take it away. And even if you do take it away, we can still quarterback sneak. You ever heard? There's this thing still called a quarterback sneak. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't. It ain't good for television. It's gonna get people hurt. This, that, the other. That your team can't even stop it. I don't get it, man. I don't Get it. Uh, so after the Super Bowl happened, Jalex Hunt and C.J. Gardner Johnson even confirmed it that even after the Super Bowl, after the team meeting going over the parade prep, Vic Fangio made the defense stay back after to go over the game. He gets to the second half and he said, "This is unacceptable." 22 points. So let's hear from Trey about what Hunt said about Vic Fangio.
To me, I feel like Vic was like proud of his team and all that. But I think he really was trying to set the tone for the next season. Like we just not accepting anything. I mean, that that game literally was they was only supposed to score 6 points. I mean, that was the game. So everything after that, I mean, it's just coaching. It's just coaching points. Like with me, even if we blowing a football team out, my with my youngest, I give them all the coaching points on stuff. Like I'm not gonna let y'all be too big headed. It's like, all right, look, we want to sit down. Y'all still messed up here. Y'all messed up here. We got stuff we can improve on. I don't care if we beat them by 50. There's always something you can improve on. So yeah, I feel like he just trying to set the tone for the next season, and I feel like he did a great job with that because he had all of his players locked in on point and listening. So, I mean, even after winning the Super Bowl, that I feel like that's great coaching.
Yep. Smitty?
That's what you do, man. If you don't accept nothing in a win, you wouldn't accept in a loss. He got. If you watch the whole thing, see, they ain't give you the whole context. I watched the whole interview.
Right.
There's a list. There's a list that Fangio has in the locker room. He'll write yes by everything you completed. One of those is holding teams under 17 points. So he said it didn't matter what game it was. If they scored more than 17, he thought it was unacceptable. And even if the backups got in, whatever happened that they scored the points, it was unacceptable. So um, you gotta you gotta keep the consistency. It doesn't matter that it's a Super Bowl. Guess what? We're building for the next season. So I want you to know, leaving the locker room, going to prepare for the parade. Hey, that 22 points we allowed, the 16 that we gave up in the fourth quarter was unacceptable. It can't happen. We need to fix that. You know what? You know what? It was so significant that he said it. It is the first thing that Jalen Hunt came to Jalen Hunt's mind when he brought up the story about Vic, because that's something you think about all summer now. Damn man, we gave up 22 points and Vic wasn't even happy about that. We got to fix that. We, Especially if you're the type of person that don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? You're like, man, I want to do whatever it takes for the coach not to be on our back. You want to go out there and perform, man. So when Vic come out and say, hey, look, we didn't uh we didn't perform well. It was 22 points scored. They shouldn't have scored that. I like love it. It's gonna build character. It's gonna build moving forward. So let's keep going.
Yeah, for me, I like this because it basically builds for next year, man. It's basically let the defense to players that's going to be here. It lets them know we ain't accepting no offense of other teams scoring more than 17 to 22 points. Like, that's unacceptable. Like, it was belt to ass, but as y'all can see, they scored 22 points by the second half. 22. Like, it should have been 40 to nothing. But they scored six, and then they scored 14, and then they went on to score 22 against the backups. Like, unacceptable. So I like the mindset of Vic Fangio. So I saw on the X that a lot of people mad at like Smitty. I know I saw the interview with Gilly and Wallow. So what was your thoughts on it, and why is everybody?
I don't know. I don't know why everybody want to trade AJ Brown because he said what he said, but it wasn't that crazy to me. I mean, he really just said, bro, like Quez wasn't getting the ball too late. He not a receiver that's built for that. He not built for crunch moments. If he not locked into the game, he gonna make mistakes. And then everybody took it and said, "Oh, he threw Jalen under the bus." Nah, he didn't. He really didn't. He just said, "Hey, look, Quez wasn't built for the moment. He made mistakes in the moment. And the only solution I had was trying to ask Jalen, maybe get him involved earlier. Maybe he'll make bigger plays. But Quez wasn't built for the moment, man. Things happen. He was sitting there defending a teammate. What do y'all want him to do? Be like, man, Quez is straight, but he wasn't good. We should have cut him. Like, nah, you ain't gonna talk about that man like that. We cool. He probably even friends with the man. Like it wasn't necessary to do what they did. Now people talk about, oh, trade AJ this and trade AJ that. I say, man, are y'all crazy?
Yeah, they are.
Listen. I'm not in for the argument and the confrontation. So when people come on the post, I'm like, yeah, we should. Hey man, if that's what you want to do, man, that's your opinion, man. But I disagree with you because I want AJ Brown to retire an Eagle.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing else. I don't want to see him go play in another jersey and be great. I enjoyed him playing in that number 11 Kelly green, white, black, midnight green jersey
Yep.
on Sundays. He didn't say nothing crazy to me. It wasn't crazy to me. I watched the whole interview. I watched the whole hour and some change. He didn't say nothing crazy.
Right. For me, for that interview, and then I'll let Trey go if he's seen it. But for me in that interview, not really that crazy. He's just defending Quez Watkins. I like the part where he like talked about him and Jalen. It's like they still friends. I mean, Jalen is the godfather of AJ Brown's daughter, but they butt heads. It's like they want to be the best. Like even AJ said it. Some was true, some wasn't true, but they cool. They want to be the best. It's like AJ. Of course, AJ wants his numbers, and you know Jalen wants to win. So I don't really have a problem with it, and I don't have a problem with what he said about Quez. It's like he's defending a teammate. So, what was your thoughts on the interview with Gilly and Wallow, Trey, and what was your thoughts on the Quez part?
Um, I just feel like Eagles fans, well, not Eagles fans, just people in general,
Right.
don't respect honesty. It's like, I mean, you a football player. Quez Watkins was what the fourth option on our team. I mean, so I mean, maybe if he got him involved more, maybe he probably could have stood up to the bit. Like, who knows? But at the end of the day, he just telling his truth. Like, he's like, man, look, sometimes they receivers, you got to get them involved a little bit earlier so they can get a little rhythm and all that. It's just like basketball. You got to give shooters shots. They ain't just gonna come straight off the pine hitting shit. You got to give them shots. Like, boom, I miss like 2-3. I hit like 2-3. Now I'm hot. Like, yeah, receivers are just like basketball players. You gotta give them the football, man, so they can make plays. So I mean, I don't feel like it was a shot at Jalen. I feel like it's more of it was a shot at the offensive scheme. Period. Like it's like, come on, you gotta get us the football. I don't feel like it was a shot at Jalen. I mean, because a lot go into that. Like offensive coordinators, head coaches, they gotta call plays to get these players involved. So I don't feel like he was coming at Jalen Hurts solely. I feel like he was just saying he's a part of this offense. He got the right to speak on it.
It's
That's
like,
what people don't understand.
what do you do as a quarterback when the offensive coordinator calls 7 plays in a row and Quez is fifth in the rotation? Like, what
Right.
do I do? I can't force him the ball. What I'm supposed to do? Cut my progression off and go to Quez? Like, nah, it don't happen like that. That ain't how it
That's
works.
what I'm saying. I don't feel like he was coming at Jalen. Like he was just criticize putting a little critique on the offense. Because even in that interview, he said he feel like next year we should pass the ball a little bit more, and I agree. Like you don't want to run Saquon Barkley into the ground. He had a great season last year. Now you can put that balance into it. You could a mix of everybody. I mean, you got to get the right people in there to put that offense together where everybody's contributing. Nobody's sitting on the sideline pouting. Like we got the offense to do it. I don't feel like he's solely coming at Jalen Hurts. He's just talking about an offense that he's a part of. Like we acting like AJ Brown not a part of this offense. Like he ain't going into the meetings every day and seeing what the schemes and the game plans is and all that. Like at the end of the day, Philly fans just got to stop crying, bro. That's all y'all do is cry. Let people talk. Let
Yep.
them talk.
Yep.
The man didn't say nothing too wild. Where it's like let's get him out of here. Like, nah, man, I don't think he attacked Jalen. He said something that was real though. Quest wasn't getting a lot of opportunities, and a lot of the opportunities did come in big moments. They did. Quest didn't execute a lot of the times. He made mistakes. It happens.
Exactly. Like Quez made a mistake. We move on. We move to the next season. Simple as that. I'm not really upset about it. If you associate with the Philadelphia media or town, you look for negatives. I don't know if there's something about the upbringing or why, or they have too many hoagies or too much cream cheese. It's something, because how in God's name? I get it. Like, you want to get rid of AJ Brown because he's defending Quez Watkins. Like, was I mad at Quez? Yeah,
I
but
don't
at
think
the
I
end of
don't
the
think it was
day,
defending a Quez though. I think it was more like they feel like he attacked Jalen.
he wasn't even attacking Jalen. It's like, eh, Eagle fans, listen. AJ Brown and Jalen freaking Hurts one more time are friends. They're cool. They're brothers, besties, brother in arms, ride or die. Jalen's the godfather, AJ Brown's daughter. AJ even
What
said it. They
friendship
butt.
don't come with arguments? Don't come with headbutts. Like, bro, if you and listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't care who you is. If you got somebody you claim as your best friend, and y'all ain't never had one spout, one argument, one moment, might not be your friend. Just might not be your friend. Because guess what? Your friend gonna give you the hard truths. So if you ain't had a spout with a person that you claim to be your best friend, they might not be your best friend. Because guess what? Every person that and I don't got many, that I'll be like, man, that's my best friend. We don't have fallouts, we don't have arguments. Because guess what? It's gonna be times where we don't agree, or it's gonna be times where they have to tell me something that I don't agree with, or I don't like the way it came off. I'm gonna have to tell them the same way, and the way you take it is probably gonna be offended because I'm your friend. You're gonna. Most people expect their friends to sugarcoat. They all claim. Look, Trey. They all claim. I want my friend to tell me the truth. You really don't want your friend to tell you the truth. You
Nope.
want your friend to lie to you and make you feel better because that's your friend. So guess what? I wouldn't be surprised if Jalen done said something to AJ to tick him off, or AJ done said something to Jalen to tick him off, because that's what friend. Guess what? The one thing about a friend, they know your butt the best. They know exactly where to hit it at, where it's not too much, but it's enough that you like, man, all right, he got me, all right, just enough. It done happened. They don't have a spout. I guarantee you it's been a game where AJ was like, bro, I was out there cooking, bro. You was not passing the rock. And Jalen was like, well, man, maybe you should have did better getting open. You know, they probably done said something slick to each other. They didn't have a moment. And then guess what? Probably came out the next game and put up big numbers. It happens like that. It's friendship.
And then we also don't know the extent of AJ Brown and Quez Walker's relationship. So I mean, he probably is more defending Quez than he was coming at anybody on that football team. Like, all right, I mean, he didn't get the opportunities that he deserved, but I mean, and they all came in big moments. He ain't step up to the moment. Like he was telling the truth because that's what happened. Like, all right, now you could throw him a couple little curveballs or something like that. Let him get the rock in his hands, little 5 4 yards there, something like that. It's just conversation, bro. Because they asked him the question. He didn't say, "Oh, Quez sucked because Jalen didn't get him the football." That's what y'all took from that. Now, what if Devontae Smith come out and be like, "Yeah, man, if I get the football more, um, I probably help the team a little bit more." That's him coming at Jalen Hurts. It's like, come on, bro. That's not him coming at Jalen Hurts. Like, yo, the Eagles fans burn me out, yo. Like
These
they
receivers, the ball is a collective effort. It ain't just a quarterback. They
exactly. It's
got
a collective effort. It's schemes. It's these dudes got specific plays in the playbook to get them the football. That's not Jalen Hurts. That's the offensive coordinator. He's supposed to get to those plays. Jalen Hurts just calling what they asked him to call. Look, we're gonna call this. We're gonna run it. They gonna give me 2 plays. I mean, I audible out of this. It's still only 2 plays. It's like, all right, look, they stacking for the run. You check to a pass, but you don't know who the lead man on that route is. And 9 times out of 10 is AJ Brown. He's always number one. So I mean, look, bro, like y'all just gotta learn football a little bit more to understand why AJ said what he said. Like if we get double teamed, and this was before Quez was there before Saquon, where they couldn't stack the box and all that. They ain't fear Miles Sanders. They ain't fear Miles Sanders as much as they fear Saquon. So
Yeah.
so Devontae Smith was getting doubled out there half of the time. Goddard getting doubled half. AJ always getting doubled. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like bro, like come on, bro. I gotta learn football, man. I gotta learn football. And like stop all that crying, bro. That shit is annoying. Like it's annoying because AJ Brown gonna be back here next year, and y'all, I feel like y'all gonna go out y'all way to try to make dudes feel like uncomfortable and not want it no more. And it's like that's nutty. He made a lot of plays for us. He's one of the reasons we have a Super Bowl, another Super Bowl. So yeah, nah, we ain't gonna do that
And he's a
to
big
bro.
part of the reason why we possibly can run another one back. Like, stop it.
Exactly. And you know Philly fans, once they stop liking you, bro, they make it real uncomfortable here for you to the point you don't even want to be here no more. They did
Yep.
it to Ben
And
Simmons. They doing it to MB right now. Like they ran McNabb out of here. All that, like, bro, it's like, come on, bro.
they
Like,
want
why
to
Exactly.
we
see us out of here.
we can't never keep nothing special in this city, bro? Because it's always people. That's why we can't never keep nothing special in this city. But yeah, go
Exactly.
ahead, y'all do y'all thing.
Yeah. Before I pass it to Smitty, I want y'all to see this clip and y'all tell me is it fake or not. Watch this.
What we coming for? Yeah, you know that's what we coming for. And I told you we were gonna do this when I made that call, and it's done.
For sure.
She about to sing, but
For sure, man. Proud of you, bro.
appreciate you, man. Proud of you too.
All the ups and downs, bro.
It comes with it, man. It's a part of the game, and that's life, you know.
But they hate each other. But they hate each other, right? That clip tells me they hate each other. Is that what y'all? Is that what all these people on X who on keyboards? That's what they telling me, Smitty. Like they hate each other, and I just played that
I don't
clip.
think they said. I don't think they said hate. They said he always throwing Jalen under the bus, which I didn't see that when I watched it, bro. I watched the whole like me, bro. I'm very objective. So if I felt some type of way after I watched it, I would have said that. I watched the whole from beginning to the end. Like, oh, this was a pretty decent interview, bro. Like,
Yep, I checked it out too. I'm going to watch it again after this.
I'm like, it was a pretty good interview. Like, he opened up about some things. He talked about, a little bit here and there. He didn't give too much because you obviously can't get too much. But to me, he was just pretty much just saying, like, look, Quez is in a bad situation. You're the fifth guy. You running a lot. You doing a lot of cardio. You know what I'm saying? You out there, and you don't know when your number's gonna get called. You don't know when Jalen's gonna say, "Hey, it's your time. I'm finna put it in a spot for only Quez." Quez don't know when that moment coming. He just out there running routes. So yeah, maybe he does make a mistake in a moment. That's all he said was like, look, I understand how Quez made some of those mistakes. He got the ball in some moments where he might not have been, and he might not have been built for those moments. He getting the ball in crunch time. A lot of the biggest mistakes that we remember from Quez came from crunch time.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, y'all don't believe everything you read, hear, see, click on. Watch the full interview. Listen to what AJ had to say to Gillian Waldo. You might learn something. Simple as that, man. So there's two more things I want to get to Trey. Me and Smitty basically talked about it yesterday, but let's hear from Trey for when it comes to this. This past week, Pro Bowl center Cam Jerkin underwent a back procedure on Tuesday in Los Angeles to alleviate a nerve pain per source. Doctors believe a full recovery is expected by July, just in time for training camp, and he's expected to be playing in the banner drop. And also, Pass rusher Nolan Smith tore his tricep in the Super Bowl over the Super Bowl win over the Chiefs and play through it in the second half. Smith, who performed in the second half on one arm, had surgery this past Wednesday and will be ready for the opening of the 2021-25 season. So, what's your reaction?
Um, my reaction to both is kind of the same reaction. Take this off season, man. Rest up, heal up, recover, do your rehab, and I mean we back at it once the season roll back around. None of these are like major injuries that's gonna keep these dudes out for next season. So I mean the back procedure is kind of normal for NFL players to get that at the end of football, long trying football seasons. Um, just a little cleanup procedure. And Nolan Smith tearing his tricep and playing through it is like he young. I mean, you can do stuff like that when you're young. I hope he fully recovers by the time training camp come, but they'll be sturdy by the time next season come. Both of them. They both young. They both relatively young, and I mean, we got the best doctors in the world out here, so they'll be good. They'll be good by the time the season roll back around.
I
Yeah.
had to go back and watch the all 22 because I had to see. Yeah, he played the second half with one arm. That was crazy.
You muted, Troy.
He played in the second half with one arm and fought through it, and he was out there
But like,
wilding at the parade and everything
Trey,
with a torn tricep. Like,
if you go watch the tape though, he get like two pressures with the one arm. Like I'm like, whoa. And you can tell something wrong too. Like after I watched it from the first half to the second half, like how aggressive he was with both hands, and then to watch him stack people with the one arm, like, oh, yeah, he did play through something, but you couldn't tell it affected his ability to get to the quarterback.
he a
What's your
dog for that. He a dog for even rumbling through that, man. Because a torn tricep is painful as hell. Like, it's painful. I don't care what they shoot you up with, nothing. Whenever you get the impact on that arm, you feel
it's
it
gonna hurt
all the
you.
way through, all the way up to here. So he a dog for that. He a dog, and I appreciate him for like thugging it out through that. This is the last game of the season. He's like, no, y'all not taking me out. Y'all not taking me out. I'm gonna finish this game. I mean, that's that Philly mentality, man. That's what we love down here. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you remember the days AI used to be getting up off his ass every 5 seconds, still
Yep.
getting up, shooting them free throws, still driving to the basket, all that. Like, bro, that's the Philly mentality, bro. And like, I love that he did that, man. It show how what type of warrior he really is.
Exactly. What's your thoughts, Smitty, to wrap it up before we get to this clip of Jalen?
This is a great situation, man, to see those guys play through, man. Tough it out. I mean, you like to see guys that got that type of heart, man. It builds character with your people, man. So shout out to them, man. Hope fast recovery, speedy recovery, and hope they can get back and do how they need to.
Yep, fast and speedy recovery to both of them, man. They're going to need to be healthy for this season, so I expect a full recovery from them. And before we wrap it up, y'all, let's get to this clip that Smitty presented me yesterday, and I want to get Trey's response after 2 to 3 weeks after the Super Bowl. Look at our quarterback back in the field again. So, what's your thoughts, Trey, of after 2, 3 weeks back in the Super Bowl, QB1 working? Trey, you muted. Go ahead, Smitty, if you want to talk about it.
Here you go. Here you come, Trey.
Yeah. Go ahead, Trey.
Yeah, bro, that go to show you what type of dude Jalen Hurts is, man. He not really just out here pretending. He not really out here pretending. He really want this bad. He really want this bad. Like to be 3 weeks out and right back in the lab like that, bro. It's like it's crazy. Like I mean, A lot of dudes, they try to rest their body up, go on vacation, take a little week vacation with their lady, stuff like that. I mean, the dude, he right back on the football field. I mean, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be doing that every day. He's gonna be right back in the weight room every day, all the way up until the I mean, shit start getting real again. I mean, he really like a perfectionist. I mean, and that come with how he was raised. He was raised by two teachers. It's like these dudes, they, they teach perfection, and he
Mm-hmm.
show it every day. I mean, he like really
And you see,
wise beyond his years,
and you
bro.
see
Like,
who
even hearing
you
the
see who
dude
he
talk.
grinding with too. You see who he grinding with? His baby brother. That's
Hmm.
who coaching him. That's his quarterback coaching
Up
with his
there
son.
hooping.
When he not
Uh-huh.
when he not with professional guys, he with his brother. Because guess what? They both on the same type of time. Perfection.
Hmm. Perfection.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
love it,
I don't
bro.
know how to
I
say his name.
love it.
Avion Hurts. I'm pretty sure he the biggest critic of Jaden.
There's a lot of quarterbacks that's not even training right now. This dude coming off the Super Bowl and he out there working. There's a lot of quarterbacks that's not even. They're not even gonna pick a football up till like May,
3 more weeks.
probably. Yeah, to like mid March, May or something like that. They're not gonna pick up a football. He coming off the Super Bowl and he out there hooping right now, like getting that work in. Now I'm pretty sure he's gonna call Devontae and and they're gonna start getting some work in together again and all that. I mean, I love it, bro. I love it.
Yep.
He
Go
gonna
ahead,
call them
Snake.
when he hit them back working though. He gonna call them when he y'all boys back in the line. Shit, we need to get a couple of the runs in, man, so we can get our fans rolling. I like it, man. Like, listen, the craft is never perfected, bro. You can always make it better. So right now, I mean, just keep working. I mean, if you want to, guess what? AJ said it best in that wallow. He said, next year we're going to be a lot better than we was this year and a lot different than we was this year. We want to win again because everybody's going to watch the tape that we won the Super Bowl off of. So Jalen knows it's going to be more asked. It's going to be more presented. He's going to be in a different stage of his. Like this year was the first year him calling protections, really being able to audible in and out of plays. He really has some type of control. Next year, control turns into almost comfort. He's doing it like this. He's doing it on top of his head. He sees it when he comes to the line. So perfecting it now is just being like, hey, when I do call that play, I want to be able to make that throw. I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to do that. He's just making sure repetition is the key, man. It's muscle memory. Guess what? It's gonna be a time and a place where he gonna have to make that throw he just made right there. His arm is just gonna lock in and make the throw. Is almost gonna be autopilot. If you hear about Kobe, he used to thousand of the same shots in a row. Because guess what? When I go to do it again, muscle memory. No matter if you're there or not, I done did it so many times. It's imprinted in my brain. Jalen works so much. Work is imprinted in his brain. He don't know how to sit still. He don't know how to celebrate and relax and vacation. He like, no, hard work is the way to get more vacations, to get more championships, to get more. What I want, it takes work. It ain't gonna come to me sitting at the crib. It ain't gonna come to me sitting around, what I'm saying, talking to Bree. It ain't gonna work like that. No, I gotta go out here in the field. I gotta go out here and grind. I gotta make it happen. Guess what? Next year I need to get better. And he does it every year though. He gets better every year. And you see why. Because 2 weeks after the Super Bowl, he on the field grinding.
Damn right. And for me, listen, some guys are out there going on vacation, spending time with their wives. The difference between them and Jalen is Jalen is already on the field practicing. And for those who say, why don't Jalen go on vacation? Why don't he and Bree Burrow go? You don't think Bree ain't okay? Bree's okay with this? Bree Burrow's probably like, go ahead. I got it down over here. Go ahead. We will go on vacation another time. We can go on vacation another time. Go ahead, go handle your business. That's what probably Bree Burrow is telling Jalen, go handle your business. And what do you think? Don't you all think Jalen's up? That is a ride or die right there. So she's all right. He's all right. Let the guy work. The guy, 2 weeks after, he said it, the pursuit continues. The pursuit continues. He was right at that parade saying the pursuit continues. Right or wrong, Trey? He said the pursuit continues. That basically means the work begins. Right after this parade, we're gonna work. We're gonna get better. Because we no longer the hunters with the hunted. We got the target on our back. We got this now. Everybody wants this. Everybody wants this. And don't y'all think all these other teams ain't licking their chops like, oh, they celebrating way too much. Let me. So for Jalen to be on the field, I saw Lane Johnson already lifting weights. AJ's not satisfied. This team's hungry. This team's hungry and they're ready to go. You got Big Fangio telling the defense 22 points ain't enough. Come on now. This team is hungry and focused, man. They ready to go. So at the end of the day, listen, the pursuit continues, man. Y'all just got to be ready for it. So with that, that's all the news and stuff that we got, unless there's others, but we'll got y'all next week. You got anything, Smitty, before we close it out?
Nah, I don't got nothing.
Yep. So let's go ahead and let's give our final thoughts before we wrap up. Go ahead, try you first.
Man, like I said, we had a nice little joyride this season, but now it's back to work, man. Combine coming up, draft coming up in a little bit. I mean, then we look the season right back at it for real. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I hope everybody get what they need out of this off season, man, because we try to go back to that championship again, man. We try to win that Super Bowl again. So I hope we get everything we need out of this off season, man. Even through the draft, the free agents, I mean trades. It don't matter. I hope we get everything we need going into this season. I trust Howie Roseman, Nick Sirianni, all those dudes. I trust them to make this team whole again. I mean, no matter who we lose, I trust them to make this team whole again. And I'm ready for this. I'm ready for the summertime, man. Honestly.
Right.
Ready for summertime. Let's go. Fly, Eagles, fly. It's your boy, One Trey Rock. I'm out of here.
Smitty?
Nah, man, it's just the beginning of a great off season, man. You know how we do it. So I'm just ready to sit back and enjoy it, man. We champions until we champions no more. So fly Eagles, fly, go Birds. Let's get it.
Yeah, and for me, man, listen. You see my quarterback, Jalen freaking Hurts, working. You see him getting better. I mean, look at it. He keeping the main thing right now, man. Y'all should be doing the same. Keep your mind right. Keep your mind focused. Watch this combine. We'll be back on Monday to talk about it. Let y'all enjoy combine week. And we'll talk about it more on Monday, man. Free agency starts next week. We'll be back on Friday next week to talk about it as well. So keep your eyes on Broad Street. For me, Simone, One Trey Rock, and Smitty, Briars, Fly Eagles Fly, Go Birds. And just remember, man, you're always welcome to Broad Street. Lights